Well, my friends, the self-professed alphas, the strongest, manliest people in the world and certainly in the country are terrified of this guy, James Talarico, who's the Democratic candidate for senator in Texas. He's going to be facing off against Ken Paxton because Ken Paxton won his runoff Republican primary election against John Cornyn earlier this week. And if you ever question the power of getting involved, consider that a year ago, Talarico was a barely known state legislator in Texas. And now the Republican establishment is about to pour, is it millions of dollars? Is it tens of millions of dollars into defeating him? So what we do does matter. Look at what Fox News is doing. They're going with, he's gay. This is the best you've got, guys. He's vegan. That's what you're going to beat him with. He's vegan, which he's not, by the way. As far as I know, he's neither gay nor vegan, but that's what they're going with. Here is Jesse Waters pulling the old, do you think this guy really likes girls routine? And you know, maybe this has an impact in Texas. I don't know, but I'm skeptical.
He's also 37 and not married.
I love that single stupid laugh in the background. They know this is so. They're like, oh, dear God, are we going in this direction? Yes, they are.
So 37 and not married. Let's get into this. He says just recently that he has a girlfriend and they've been together for 4 years. And he called her his best friend. And she was his rock. And he's not revealing her identity because he wants to respect her privacy and keep her safe during the campaign.
Well, that I understand. The last thing you want is Jesse Waters doing segments about Talarico's girlfriend.
In Canada.
Now, if the campaign has only been going on for less than a year and they've been dating for 4 years, why haven't we ever seen this woman before? Basically, what I'm saying is this: she exists. We're going to find.
Isn't this funny, guys?
Out, because if he wins, are they going to have a coming out party? Or is she still going to stay the secret girlfriend? And is this totally not fake girlfriend also a vegan? This race, this is a...
Remember that Talarico has said, I'm not vegan, but who gives a damn? They have nothing on Talarico. They are panicking that he is going to beat Paxton. And by the way, I don't even know if the panic is warranted based on the polling. We'll get to that in a moment. But they are terrified. And so they're going with, I don't know if he really likes girls. I don't know if he really eats meat. Here is Kennedy, sort of like Madonna. Kennedy wants to be known just as Kennedy. Kennedy on Talarico. He's a baby lotion, soft child beta male.
Be sealed. Like, those are the only kind of Democrats that are going to succeed in Texas. It is not this baby lotion soft child. He looks prepubescent. Yes. He looks like such a beta male. He was Beta O'Rourke was his big brother in the after school program.
They'll say, but he's a seminarian. How dare you not?
He put the semen in seminarian. As in.
Oh boy, this guy might beat us. Oh boy. They're scared. All right. And they should be scared because the polling in a state that should be just overwhelming for the Republican is kind of tight. They are suffering from really serious brain rot. Here is Jesse Waters with more analysis of James Talarico.
This is not the headspace you want to be in where you're trying to prove you're normal. You are then operating in your opponent's frame. Now, I'm new to the Bible, Greg.
Oh, good for you.
As you know, Harold, even I know it's God the Father gave his only son. It's not God the Mother. It's not God the trans. God is the Father.
There you go. And therefore, you should vote for alleged criminal Ken Paxton. I guess that doesn't really make a lot of sense. As the segment went on, they built momentum like a runaway train on this prepubescent concept. They're They feel as though this is strong.
So take it away.
Correction, it's Talarico.
Okay.
And they nominated someone more effeminate than Beto, and I can't wait for this race to get underway. Did you know that he looks prepubescent?
Did you guys know that?
These are the notes you took?
Did you know that he looks like the guy that leaves an apple on the teacher's desk? That's this guy. Now, the major factor in this race, Greg, is whether Talarico's vegan.
I would even go further. It's whether he prefers Nashville-style barbecue or Texas-style barbecue. That's really the key issue here. So they're all freaking out. Here's Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, one of the worst governors in the country. And he goes, Talarico's a poor man's Beto. Beto.
As you guys were talking about earlier, Talarico is a poor man's Beto. He doesn't have the charisma or the capability that Beto had, and Beto ran a losing campaign. So with Talarico's record, he's going to get buried in this campaign very quickly.
Yeah. And then finally, here is Benny Johnson, again playing up the, I think Talarico may be gay. How about that, guys? Even though Benny Johnson has his own scandal about apparently being, you know, one of these anti-gay guys. Put that aside. I don't really care. But here he goes in with, does he really have a girlfriend? Tell us her name, please.
But we're stuck with James Talarico, and I'm no political consultant, Jesse, but here's 3 things you could ask him to defeat him on a debate stage. He says there's 6 genders. Well, why don't you name them? You say you have a girlfriend. Why don't you name her? And you say that Jesus is pro-abortion. So how do you square that with thou shalt not kill, the 10 Commandments, something I'm pretty sure that Jesus wanted you to uphold? So, once again, the reason why Democrats are failing is because they've given up on masculinity. They've given up on testosterone.
Right. And Benny Johnson is the guy who is really going to teach us a thing or two about masculinity. By the way, I looked for this whole thing of James Talarico 6 genders to see what did he actually say. And I guess that at some point he did say something about 6 genders. I don't know the context, but I also wonder whether some of these right-wingers think he's saying 6 genders when he says that he's cisgender. I don't know. In any case, if anybody doubts the power of getting involved, Talarico went from basically unknown a year ago to millions or tens of millions of dollars pouring in urgently as they panic to try to defeat him. So we can make a difference. Now, as far as the polling goes, if we look at actual election polling, Paxton v. Talarico, Talarico's up about 1.5 points. And the latest poll is almost a month old. If we look at the betting markets on Kalshi, who is now expected to win this Texas Senate race, it's tight, but the odds have shifted slightly in favor of Paxton since he officially won that runoff 2 days ago. We are in this thing. This is potentially very doable, and I recommend people get involved in this race. Thanks for watching. Check out this other video, and if you like our content, make sure to subscribe so YouTube puts our videos in your feed, and subscribe to the podcast on Spotify and Apple.